Making a movie like this has always been a bit of a dream for me, but to make a film like this is quite ambitious, and it comes with a huge amount of difficulties, and you know, that sort of takes it a little bit out of the realms of possibility. So even though it's something that I've wanted to do for a very long time, it's something that I didn't expect to be able to do.
The thing that I found difficult was I had to be quite childish on set. I had to be... I say I find it difficult. I didn't find it difficult at all.
Loving it, lad. Proper right large, innit? This guy's a deaf mute.
It was really easy for me to just, you know, jump about and be stupid, but what was difficult is for everyone else to have to deal with it, but secondly for people to realise that, yes, I did enjoy jumping about and being stupid, but actually it was all coming from a really... It's coming from the right place. It's coming because that is the character.
Face, get on my face, get on my face! It's on my face! It's on my face! Alright. How much is it now? I dropped the camera.
I don't believe that the character would have been as successful and that you'd buy into it as much without his incessant rubbish, yapping away, just all that.
We changed it to sticks. And that board's exactly how it should be, yeah? Yeah, we have to touch it. Everything on there is exactly how it should be.
Yeah, and the next one is 1, 2.
Huge moment while filming where it felt very special. And that was, we'd done quite an intense scene. It was in a ravine, and the whole team had been kind of trekking all day, and we'd all helped each other get down, rock climb down to these ravines and into these crevices, and you know, everyone was tired, and there was quite a huge emotional scene where Michelle is injured quite badly, and Michelle, Tim and James have to get out of this situation, and there was a point where the scene ended where I looked up and the team were in tears, and no one really broke character, no one broke anything. There was just a silence after being in this ravine, and everyone was on board, and it kind of moves me now because I felt like I was part of something quite very special, actually. I felt very lucky.
I did learn one thing, that you should never pick up a scorpion by its tail. We were very lucky. We had a great handler, Dave, who gave us a great sense of serenity and calm, so that we never felt really in danger about any of the animals that we were working with. Most of the cast got to get freaked out by some kind of creepy crawly, especially the thing on Dan's face was absolutely brilliant.
Professor, eyes on my face!
So it was great fun to watch that from a distance. I really enjoy it, I really love it. It also gives that sense of unpredictability. You're never entirely sure what an animal's going to do. So as long as you're in a safe environment, it can be quite fun.
I realised that we were making something really special when I wasn't acting that day. I was watching Sarah and Dan filming the scene where they go in the water.
We're doing this, right?
And that was so challenging for them, physically and emotionally.
It's fine, don't know what I was worrying about. This is, it's like, it's a bit like the med. No, when you're in, that first shock is... So we're going to have to beat that out. Sorry, it's not nice.
And I was so moved by every single take. This film is really going to draw people in, not just because of the adventure and because of the sight, like the visual aspect of it, and you know, the danger, but because there's a lot of human emotion and stuff that's really raw that we all go through at some point or another. So I think that's how it's going to draw people in.
So this first scene where I get my arm dislocated, I thought that although it's going to be quite sad, it wouldn't be quite as heart-wrenching as it was. There's a part of my arm, they relocate my arm, and I thought that, well, we'll cut on that, we'll move on to the next thing. And they didn't, so we kept rolling. And all of a sudden everything got very intense. I can't really explain it, but you just, when atmospheres change and you feel it. And I felt like I had my arm dislocated without the pain, but the emotional pain. It was really upsetting. So that was a very emotional scene because of the surprise of it.
We're just going to film some walking shots now. It's very exciting.
So we did a bit of a boot camp, and that was fun. lots of fake rocks to prepare for the real rocks. I think with the real rocks I was a bit better than the fake rocks. You kind of need that that danger, that aspect of danger to think I could die here. So I was glad I had the preparation, you know, 3 points of contact, and yeah, I really enjoyed all that actually.
In that level was very deep. It was a lot of fun to do, especially because it's fun, but it has many hidden messages. So some people might pick up on the idea of the environment and discovering new species, new things. That was really interesting.
There was a Tyrannosaurus Rex chasing you, there was no questions about it, and I don't think we should hide the fact that this thing, if it ran into you, could potentially do you a lot of damage. And I think that added to the performances. You know, I need to get out of the way of this thing because it's a beast. I mean, he's probably, I think he's 20 feet long and about 15 feet high. And he, you know, if he's on set with you, you are acting with him. He's here. And it was a pleasure to direct that, and it was even more impressive to see it come together with the in-camera performances.